Welcome to my live stream here, all about LinkedIn. I'm super excited to share with you the three biggest mistakes I consistently see business owners make on LinkedIn. It is a doozy. We have a lot to cover today, so I'm happy that you're choosing to hang out with me here live. For those of you who are live, pop a hi in the chat. I'd love to see and hear from you. We're talking all about LinkedIn today because it is the hottest topic right now. A lot of people are abandoning Facebook. I don't know about y'all, but I am in a Facebook situationship right now. It is not my favorite platform. And a lot of people feel that way. And they're coming over to LinkedIn in droves to learn more about how to leverage this amazingly powerful tool to actually grow their business, to actually use it to get more leads, to get more customers, and to bring more recognition and brand authority to your business. So I'm curious, for those of you joining in live, I see Jemmy on my team. Hi, I see Athena. Hello. Let me know, are you leveraging LinkedIn in 2022? Are you dedicated to using LinkedIn as a tool to grow your business? Now, here's the thing about LinkedIn. There's a lot of changes that have been happening in the LinkedIn landscape recently that makes it a really interesting platform for business owners. Not only is there a huge focus on um, really elevating that platform, so really taking it to the next level by adding in features that the users actually want to use, but LinkedIn is doubling down on really becoming one of the most ethical social media platforms out there, which is, there's been a lot of conversation about this, from building communities. There goes Gibson, y'all. As Katie said, Gibson's little sweater, he has left us, but yes, his little sweater is the cutest. Um, LinkedIn is really doubling down on this need that is in the marketplace right now, to have a space where we can actually come as a community and network and engage. We can have meaningful conversations. We can make those powerful connections that turn into business. And LinkedIn is filling that need. They've added in things like LinkedIn newsletter, LinkedIn Live, now LinkedIn audio rooms are coming. They've made a lot of changes to their community guidelines to make it a safer space for their community members. And they're really focused in on creating high quality content. They've invested a lot into the creator space. So how can they bring in those authority driven, powerful leaders to their platform to share their expertise and share their knowledge? And so this is something that we're seeing on LinkedIn. And as Athena said, yeah, we feel the same way about Facebook. It is a hot mess right now, and we want to kind of spend more time on those platforms that actually help us grow our business. So, I want to talk today about how to do that. How are we going to use LinkedIn? Some of the mistakes that I see on LinkedIn. And this conversation is inspired by our LinkedIn challenge that we are running inside the Savvy Social School. You can join the challenge. The link will be on the screen, or you can click the link that's in the description of this video, onlinedry.com/LinkedIn, and join us there. We have been working on our pre-work so far. So if you join us, there's actually content already for you to start implementing today, like right now. And my team is in there giving you feedback and supporting you along the way. Now, let's dive into the three biggest mistakes that I see business owners making on LinkedIn, because it's one of those things that LinkedIn used to be this giant resume. Y'all remember OG LinkedIn? Like back in the day, we just used to put our job history on there and that was it. We used to just leave it at that. But LinkedIn has actually transformed into a tool that's a connection piece for business owners. LinkedIn has transformed into this community space. It's no longer just, a dump your resume and hope people find you kind of type of platform. It's a platform where you can actually build your authority. And so the number one mistake that I see business owners making on LinkedIn is that they're not focused on the result for their customers and clients. So the number one mistake I see business owners make on LinkedIn is that you aren't focused on the result. You're focused on what you do, which is that resume mentality. So we want to switch from that resume mentality to actually being helpful and useful to our clients and customers. And a great example of this is kind of what we're going through right now into the new year, I see a lot of people talking about their fitness goals. I see a lot of people challenging themselves to do something different. And when we think about the progress that we can make on, let's say, a personal goal, we don't necessarily think, I want to live a healthy lifestyle, right? We don't necessarily keep it that general. We usually go pretty specific, like, I'm going to have a dry January. I see a lot of people doing that, not drinking alcohol throughout January. That's a very specific result and outcome that they're going for. So when we think about that, oh, there goes Gibson, y'all. Let's let him get comfortable. Thank you for joining us today. So when we think about LinkedIn, we need to focus in on that result that we help people get. What are we helping them achieve and accomplish? Inside of the LinkedIn challenge, we use a character that we've named Lisa, who's a podcast editor, as our example in the challenge. So, Lisa, the podcast editor, could start listing out how she removes ums and ahs, what tools she uses to edit podcasts, how long it takes her to edit podcasts. But ultimately, that's a list of tasks that are great, but don't really help us really see how she could take our business to the next level. So instead of focusing on the tasks that she has to do, Lisa's going to focus on the result, which may mean helping brands get more reach through podcasting, helping them build more authority through their podcast. You see how that is the end result, and it's very different from listing out the tasks and things that you accomplish. So as a business owner, when you're thinking about this, you want to think about the result. And if you need extra help and assistance, finding out what that result is, come on into the LinkedIn challenge. It's the very first lesson in there. It's actually available now. So even though we officially start on Monday, you can get started now with really developing and understanding the result. I see Rebecca has already joined in. Thanks, Rebecca. Welcome. We love to see you here in the LinkedIn challenge. It's going to be so much fun. We kick off on Monday, but there are tasks and things available for you today. Go ahead and get started right now. All right, so that's the first mistake I see business owners making, is that they aren't focused on the result, they're focused on the task list. The second mistake that I see business owners making on LinkedIn is that they're not showing their expertise. They're not showing their expertise. Remember, I mentioned LinkedIn is kind of treated like this giant resume. And while that's great if you are just looking for your traditional job, as business owners, we're here to work. We're here to make money. We're here to grow our business. And so we need to showcase our expertise on clients. That means expertise for our business. That means looking at our clients, sharing our clients' results, talking about our past clients. It means sharing that we've been, to certain speaking events, or we've been on certain podcasts. It's really showcasing that expertise. And even if you're new to business, even if you're relatively new to business, it really boils down to sharing what you know. Okay, sharing what you know. And sometimes this feels like common knowledge. For instance, if you're a graphic designer, talking about the power of choosing certain colors may feel like common knowledge to you, but to your ideal customer and client, that can make or break their trust in you as a designer. So when you're showing up on LinkedIn, you want to build that trust through authority building content. And this works so well when it comes to business building. I'll use an example here for this as well. When I'm looking at something or researching a tool, a product on Amazon. Everyone loves Amazon, right? I love Amazon. I just built out my whole baby registry on Amazon, did all of the research. It was a lot of fun. But as I was reaching for or researching certain things on Amazon, I would look at everything. I'm not just reading the description. I'm going to the reviews. I'm looking at the top reviews. I'm looking at the bottom reviews. I'm looking at the ones in the middle. I'm going to get a sense of what people are loving, what are they hating, and then I'm going to go Google it and see if there's a mommy blogger who's reviewed it. I'm going to go look to see if there's a blog who reviewed it. And so when we think about the amount of research we put into something before purchasing, your ideal clients and customers are doing the same thing, and they're using your social media to do that. Okay, they're using your LinkedIn to do that. So if they find you and they're curious about your business and how you can help them, they're looking through your social media posts, your LinkedIn profile to truly understand if you know what you're talking about and if they trust you enough to give you money for whatever it is that you do. Okay, so the second mistake that I oftentimes see business owners make on LinkedIn is not taking the time to build up that authority. They just want it to be one and done. They just want people to trust them. And it takes time to build that up. And we teach you how to do that inside of the LinkedIn Jumpstart Challenge. So join us. We officially kick off January 24th. That's this Monday. And every single day, you'll have a challenge prompt and a video tutorial to go along with it. So we're talking about how to make really good first impressions on LinkedIn, from your cover photo to your profile photo, how to create that unique selling proposition so that you stand out from your customers, how to actually sell on LinkedIn without feeling like sleazy or salesy like that guy in the networking party who's just like, here's my business card. We teach you how to create polished and professional persuasive content that actually encourages community and conversation, and even how to send direct messages to really warm up your audience and get them to convert into action. Excuse me. My gosh. Sorry, y'all. That time of year. Okay, so we kick off January 24th with the challenge. Sign up now, and then we have a special event happening on January 29th, which is going to be a live Q&A with prizes. I'll talk about the prizes in a minute, but I'm super excited about them. But let's move on to the third mistake that I oftentimes see business owners make. So our first mistake was that we're not focused on the result. The second mistake is that we are not showcasing our expertise. And the third mistake that I most often see business owners make on LinkedIn is that you are not being proactive. You are not being proactive. You are sitting and waiting. You've got your beautiful profile and you're just waiting for people to find you on LinkedIn. You're waiting for the algorithm to put you in front of the right people. And that's not strategic, my friend. We want to be proactive with this. And I like to think about this like dating. For those of y'all who've been hanging out with me for a while, you know this analogy. I love this analogy because it works. Putting yourself out there on social media is a lot like dating. You could just sit home and hope and pray that the mailman is feeling a little frisky today. Probably not. But most likely, when you're ready to date, when you're ready to find that person, when you're ready to just have a good time, maybe you're going to put yourself out there. You're going to tell friends and family. You're going to put yourself on the apps. You are going to be swiping on TikTok, putting your profile up on Bumble, whatever the case may be. You're going to put yourself out there. That's how you get more dates. Okay. But it takes a proactive action towards that. And it doesn't end once you get the date, right? So it doesn't end once someone connects with you on LinkedIn. There is a consistent dating process that needs to continually happen when we're thinking about wooing our potential clients and customers. And even after you close them as a client and customer, there's a continuous wooing process. My husband and I still go on dates, even though we're married. Why is that? It's the same with your customers and clients, okay? You want to continue this idea of nurturing the relationships with your potential clients and customers through conversation and connection and community building. And LinkedIn is such a great platform to do that on, because to find these people, it's a lot easier than the other platforms. And one of the questions that we get sometimes inside of the challenge is, okay, so how does this work for my business? Well, let's say you are Lisa, our podcast editor, who is our example inside of the challenge, and she wants to work with tech companies. Well, Lisa is going to search on LinkedIn for those tech companies and start building connections, leaving comments. Lisa is going to look for individuals in certain roles at that tech company and start relationships with them, look for commonalities. And so we teach you exactly how to do that inside of the challenge. Join us, onlinedrea.com/LinkedIn. The link should also be in the description of this video. We kick off on Monday. And then on Saturday, we have a special live event with prizes. And this live event will be a live Q&A session. We're kicking off at 11 a.m. Eastern time. We'll do a live Q&A. We'll recap the event. And then, like I said, we have prizes. One of the prizes is our Social Media Rockstar Planner. This is our brand new product that we designed last year. So if you want to get started with social media, you'll get a printed version of our planner. We also will be giving away t-shirts and mugs. We have a grand prize winner for those of you who are in the Savvy Social School. And we really want everyone to win. So we do have a prize for everyone as well, but you got to show up live to get it. So we'll be live streaming that session next Saturday. Make sure you come on in and join us. We've already kicked off the challenge. Lots of amazing connection already happening in that challenge. And if you're ready, like if 2022 is the year that you're like, I am going to put my best foot forward on LinkedIn, this 5-day challenge is the best way to get that going for you. We also have 2 bonus sessions that are pretty in depth, I think. I won't go into too much detail. Sign up for the challenge to get them, but they're like hacks, super hacks that you'll absolutely love. OnlineDre.com/LinkedIn. Yay for prizes. I love to see it. We're deep diving into all things LinkedIn. If you have any questions about the challenge, feel free to reach out. I am a DM away. Otherwise, I will see you there. Bye, everyone.